What's up, guys? I'll give you a reading. I don't have anything to say really right now. Just gonna go right into it. So this will be for, I'll start with the Divine Feminine. Lots to do today. And I'm too tired. Alright, the feminine energy here. It's sort of in a negative energy, and she's kind of showing the world her true face at this point, where she was like, well, I feel like there's this kind of badass energy where she was wearing this mask before of how like she wasn't as powerful as she is, but she's kind of like stepping back into her power. But with like as far as the connection goes, she feels like it's over. King of Wands. So she's sort of just pursuing her passions. She's a bit in like this player energy right now. Because she got betrayed by somebody. So she's just going for her passion. She's in a more masculine than feminine energy at this point. She's just like pursuing passion projects. And yes, Chariot energy, like she's going for it. She's just like, there's really fast moving energy here. Passion driven energy with the Wands, King of Wands, Knight of Wands, the Chariot. She's no doubt going forward. I see away from her masculine. But in an energetic sense, she's still holding on to that connection. She hasn't completely let it go yet, but she is in the physical moving away from that. She's reflecting a lot about her childhood at this time, or even friends from her childhood. Memories in here. Memories. Knave of Chalices, so she's kind of reaching out to someone from her past. I don't know about that cat. I'm gonna get the cat. You guys know Ruby is just like so involved in these readings. I have no idea why, but she's just needs to be here for them. And she's just nurturing her environment right now, sort of focused on like her own glow up. As she moves away, moves her energy from one place to another. It's like a transition for her right now. Ruby. Ruby is being naughty. So the masculine is just like focused on his work right now, but also on working on this connection. He wants to make it work somehow. But he feels like a lot of burdens. It's a lot of stress. I don't even feel just to do with the connection, although it is hard for him to talk about it because my throat's like closing up. But also just like things in his everyday life are giving him a headache, I hear. This one's turned over. No, it's not. But I don't know why. I want to take this one too. Ace of Pentacles is about a financial blessing coming in for him. But then there's this like deceptive energy here. Lingering. Maybe regarding 3 women. And so this is, again, he's doing the same thing as her. I was channeling this yesterday, how they're both like reflecting on their childhood or their past at this time. This is also about, Six of Pentacles is about giving to others. So it's about like, I just say that because the child's here, but like they are also giving to maybe some younger energies like children, both of the twins, and having a lot of patience as they balance out their life. I also feel this is like releasing bad habits. Like my nose started really itching when I pulled this card, so he could be releasing some sort of drug addiction or reliance, codependency on something. And he's in a Knave of Wands, so she's not as bold as her in the Knight of Wands, but he is going for his passions as well in that energy. I do like how they have the eyes on the cloak too, so it's like he's seeing the truth about everything around him, and that's helping him choose love. And he really wants to kiss her, I see, because this is called The Kiss. It's an artwork by Klimt. But he does feel like Eight of Swords is feeling kind of trapped right now in some regard and stuck. Something's making him feel that way. It's not very happy energy, but he does see her as the Queen of Pentacles, someone abundant, nurturing, kind, and just like someone who could be like the future mother of his children, the world. But he's kind of waiting right now. He's in a pause moment. I feel like he's praying too because her arms are clasped. I mean hands. Her hands are clasped. I was bartending last night at a funeral party kind of thing, a celebration of life. Because the guy didn't want to party. I mean, he wanted a party, he didn't want like a sad thing. And I was just giving, I was on the beer bar, so I only had to serve beer. Look at this tower here. Everything's changing. But I did, at one point, they shared funny stories, blah, blah. There was a family band that played, and also that someone gave a prayer. And that was the most powerful part for me. Like, I almost cried at the prayer. Well, I also liked the slideshow they made. They chose a very specific song, which I will put in the description box. So this is a new beginning that's causing kind of somewhat like a stressful new beginning. Like it's really the masculine energy here, but he's like all like in his head about this because of this past deceptive energy. Okay, let's move on from that. Oh my god. So Ruby's like exploring boxes right now. My roommate has some empty boxes on the table. And I heard something very dirty in my mind when I thought of that. The masculine energy is filthy sometimes. Okay, and I mean, I'm not saying I'm not, but that wasn't my joke. I know my joke's from his. Okay, let's do this. This is the Halloween deck, and it's gonna be feminine first. She's reaching out in this page energy, so not like bold, but like kind of, yeah, maybe a friendship, gesture of friendship, I'm thinking. Healing from the past. She has a lot of trust issues from her past, and she's kind of being honest about that in that King of Swords, King of Bats energy. She's not kind of fucking around anymore because she's been hurt so many times before. And she has a lot of options, okay? She has a lot of different people after her attention right now, but she's kind of just keeping to herself and having this balanced energy and focusing on herself. Making a recipe, mixing something, concoction. She's getting a big financial blessing soon. But yeah, this is going to change her life forever. I think this has to do with this money coming in. Something unexpected. Ooh, oh yeah. There's maybe some unexpected sex, but that's going to lead her in a negative mindset. So I don't know. Be careful with that. That applies to you. Protect yourself. And this is love. And there's like party energy here, but then there's like also that, I usually see this as a third party, like someone else in the picture. But she's like dreaming and meditating on this, and she's choosing love, which is all about choosing yourself. What's best best for you is always what's best for your twin flame as well. So the DM. I thought I was going to get to do nothing today, but now I have to do so many things. This is about making a choice with faith, trust. And this is like partying with your friends, but also like that third party message again. He could be dealing with a little too many energies right now, a few too many. And this is putting him in this wheel of fortune where he has to like release control of the universe. There's no choice at this point. Jesus, take the wheel. This is giving him victory though. Once he releases and surrenders to the universe, to God's plan. He'll become his Emperor self. And have this new beginning. The Fool. Choosing love. We got in both decks, and I'm really channeling the Two of Cups energy today, which is the Two of Ghosts, because like there's 2 wine glasses on the counter that I just saw when I woke up, and I'm like, wow, they're next to a rose. I'm like, wow, this is like Two of Cups energy. And actually, like, this is very consistent because Ruby, come here. Because when I was living in Massachusetts, I would always wake up and there would always be 3 wine glasses on the counter. She knows what she's not supposed to do. And that was 3 of Cups at times. He has a lot of options too, okay? Like, just to be clear. He's weighing his options because he's been heartbroken before. So he's sort of like moving away from the heartbreak of the past right now. This wants to come through too. This is the truth. He's speaking his truth. He's being honest. And he's really passionate about his divine feminine. Or maybe this is that. Because they both got this, it seems like they like either wanted to have sex with each other and didn't, and that left them in a sad kind of state of mind. Or they did have sex with each other and it didn't pan out the way they thought it would. That's the energy I'm getting. Like, oh, what could have been? And this is total change right now, transformation. It's coming again. And that's why the Hanged Man is here too. Like, be patient, keep to yourself, because this is all, everything's changing right now. I know I don't like look the best, but I don't care. This is that sneaky energy coming through in this deck too for the Emperor. So it's like you can't avoid your skeletons in your closet. That phrase came to me this morning, skeletons in your closet, right? We all know what that is, secrets. Things that you regret, or, you know, I try not to have many regrets. Oh my God, am I tired? Okay, here we go. There's a return to the friend that's in a shared space, along with Page of Wands, which I see pursuing passions, even like things you used to be excited about back in the past, and you're like reviving those interests now. Because they are, you know, like that childhood thing is coming through again. It's like, what did you used to do when you were a kid to have fun? And maybe they're like going back to that and using their imaginations again. The masculine energy is deep betrayal here, dealing with that darkness right now. To do with the Queen of Swords, someone who's not necessarily kind with her words. She just says it like it is. And that's their karma for something. This is part of their karmic clearing. It's a karmic connection. So they're walking away from this conflict right now. They're walking away from the drama and from a lack mentality as well. Like anything that's like, I'm not good enough, I don't have enough, that's all like ending right now. They're moving their energy from that because that's not serving them. Ruby Tuesday. Oh my God, she's stressing me out. Okay, so the feminine energy, I'm going to just leave those and pick for her. She's using her intuition. She could be very psychic, okay? And she's having quite a lot of victories in her personal life right now. She's having a lot of strength at this time too. Here's some Leo energy here. As she goes after her heart, follows her heart. Knight of Cups. But she's kind of in her thoughts about this. This is like insomnia energy. This is like up at night in your thoughts, even anxiety. But she's in this King of Pentacles, which means she's like completely the provider for herself right now. She's independent and not relying on anyone but herself. She's quite abundant, and she's probably giving back to others as well. Breaking free of the illusion that she needed someone else to rely on. She doesn't need saving. She's not a damsel in distress. She's a damsel in distress, you know? And she's spying on her masculine energy quite a bit. She's bringing forth the truth about her feelings for him. He probably already knows. They work together. They have worked together in the past or collaborated together in the past. And she wants to do it again. I feel like this is the energy of like, let's work together. And it's yes. If you had some question in mind, that's yes. Going forward, she got the Chariot in both decks, okay? But there's some deceptive energy as well. Again, repeated. So masculine and feminine both getting this sort of sneakiness as they slowly move toward each other and away from some dramas of the past. In both decks, she gets the Four of Pentacles here. So she's definitely not letting go, even if she like goes for some things that pique her interest sexually, let's just say. Choosing love, though, the lovers to come through. I feel like this was a kind of confusing reading, but it's because like there's so much changing right now. So she's not ready to accept the love because she's still moving away from some other thing that left her in a very negative, dark space. And she's truly in love with her masculine. She has no doubt that she loves them. But again, like moving away from that person because it wasn't making her happy. And she has all those other options. So why would she stick around if she loves herself the most? Okay, so then this Unlocking the Secrets of Chinese Fortune Telling that I got. I'm going to open to a random page of this. But before I do, I got this fortune cookie recently that says, you may attend a party where strange customs prevail. So I guess I'm waiting for my orgy invite. That's a joke. I don't think I would like that experience. Oh, it just says Chapter 5 Additional Astrology. That's not helpful, but we do get this nice picture. So I feel like this is the masculine energy right now, just spending a lot of time in the outdoors and like alone, surrounded by nature, which is just tapping into God and your spirit guides and just like really remembering who you are and your purpose here. It's beautiful. And a message for the feminine. She got a lot of things. Okay, so what it's really popping out to me. Oh my God. This is really something. It's called Chi Luck. Okay, so this says Ruby's really distracted me today, so I feel like the feminine's facing a lot of distractions in her day. I always, like whenever something happens during tarot reading, it's read into the reading. The 5 kinds of Chi energy found in your destiny chart are different from the 5 types of luck. Okay, according to Chinese luck prediction, everyone is born with these 5 types of Chi energy in their charts. The difference between people's charts is that each of these different types of Chi occurs at different times in life. So what I'm getting right now is like, okay, so they opened to the masculine and it was just like that one image and it was like very peaceful and like this is focused. So I feel like the masculine is like at peace and focused. And meanwhile, the feminine's like all in her head, like needing to learn as much as possible, needing to do as much as possible, and like kind of go, go, go. So there's very different energies here. So there's like a fate chi, a family chi, all of these things. This is actually really interesting. We also have this picture of the family chi here. It says, if your coming of age element represents family luck, you could begin adult life with a happy marriage and start a family at a young age. So that's like a family there. But I feel like she's not feeling like she got that family chi, or like she wants to tune into it. She's really understanding. Oh my gosh, I opened back to the same page. So she's really understanding, as the masculine energy understands his connection to nature and the environment around him in that way, as the feminine already was in that mindset before, really connected to the natural world. Now the feminine is feeling like more connected to the people around her, and her, especially family, and she wants her own family, and she's now like tuning into that aspect of herself, which I feel like the masculine already was in that community like kind of mindset. So they're sort of switching it up right now, but now we have like this hand, palm, and body reading that I opened up to. So together it's like clearly touching hands is one of the most powerful communications. I read a lot of energy in people's hands, which is why I try to avoid touching people's hands whenever possible. Like I was a cashier for 7 years, and I mastered the art of like handing money to someone without ever touching their hand, because it's just too intense for me sometimes. Like I read too much into that. I don't want to know all that, you know? And I've never tried palm reading because I don't want to know, you know, like it's just maybe someday, but what I'm getting right now from this is like they want to hold hands. They want to touch hands. They want to feel that energy. They're ready for that intensity with each other because they feel comfortable with each other. Okay, I love you guys. Bye.